Morning, guys. Ignore my hairdo in the process of making. By the way, a funny thing happened, and how synchronicities work even on that seemingly small things. So one part of this disappeared earlier when I was doing my hair, and I couldn't literally find it anywhere. I know that I haven't lost it, I haven't thrown it. I tend to have that perfectionist tendencies, so everything has its own place. But this part that goes on that simply disappeared. That happened 5 or 6 days ago. So my inner perfectionist did everything to find it. And then I said, you know what, fuck it. I'll go and buy whole new set of these things. And I literally forgot about it. It would creep in what could happen. I thought that maybe some of children from the neighborhood, from time to time, they come and I am not controlling. I let them play and touch stuff. So I thought maybe some of them took it. But this morning, when I was after taking a bath, doing my hair, literally on that one, on the other one was the part of this. So when I was doing my hair earlier, and I probably had no much time, I switched it and put two of these parts on this one. I laughed so hard this morning because that's how the synchronicities work in our lives, on seemingly random and small things, constantly reminding us to, when we feel most pulled to do it in our way, which is coming from the ego place, that's where we must let go the most. I mean, this is daily not so important, but it works the same and even more with those things that are so important. In fact, you giving to those things that much importance is causing all the resistance and delay. As soon as you would decrease importance, it will literally work its way on its own. So try it. Try it. You can even affirm whatever it is that you're believing in. For me, as I mentioned, and I will continue to preach, it's literally God. For you, it can be source, life, universe, all-seeing eye, whatever it is. You can affirm, show me how this can be done on its own. Show me how this can be done on its own. And then continue with your life, but with a heightened sense of awareness and attention, because as the saying goes, your life is your focus. And that's why focus is important, literally as oxygen. Where your focus and attention are, that's what you will live. End of story. So when you ask guidance and help to be done on its own from the life and the source and the universe and God, you must be more susceptible to the synchronicities, to literally doing whatever is in your power to self-soothe yourself, to not feed and breathe in that previous version of yourself that is still trying to survive. many people in this journey give up just a few seconds before the breakthrough. Why? Because before the main breakthrough, it's the most challenging, and it seems like nothing is working, like you didn't figure it out, that you will never figure it out, and so on and so forth. But it's like how is written, the urge to give up is the strongest at, like in some race, at the last mile. Your urge to give up will be always the stronger at the just before you succeed. So see this as your message and as your confirmation that if you are, because that's why you even manifested from the billions and billions of recordings mine, my voice to you is your confirmation and your sign that you are on the verge of a breakthrough, especially if it feels unbearable, especially if it feels like everything is falling apart, especially if you had some goal and it turned out that you are failed, that you are failure. Resisting seeing yourself as failed or failure will keep you more and more stuck in really witnessing more and more facts of why you might be a failure. But when you are capable to say, you know what, fuck it, I didn't do it, I'm a failure. So success is an individual thing, as I many times said. I was perceived as a failure from many people, but I never cared, because what's success for different people is a different thing. Yes, we all love nice things. Yes, I'm not saying that you should be, unless you wanted, 24/7 meditating on some rock in the desert. But if you feel drawn to that, it's okay also. So success has for different people a different definition, and you should only follow yours. Some people see the highest peak performance and highest success in being a loving mother or father, or protecting friend, or helping others, or being someone who tries to elevate peace and valuable things in this life. Not being a part of collective consciousness is, as it, success on its own. Many are stuck in perpetual cycles of continuing habitual behaviors, patterns, blame, game, shame, jealousy, anger, comparison, all those things that are linked to primal state of being. So you doing your best to step out of that and to let that previous version of you finally dies will be very challenging, but just that should be something to appreciate, something to be grateful for, something to be proud of, and it's success on its own. I mean, what could be the greater success than finally realizing how the things work? Why there is a saying, give me a child till the age of 7 and I'll give you a man. Why? Because until the age of 7 we are like beautiful, white, clean piece of sheets. And then through the conditionings, through the observing the adults around us, through installing software for many, unfortunately, in many areas conditioned, we get the results that follow us till our last breath. Unfortunately, until you realize how the game works and finally decide to change the software and to install in those clean sheets, white sheets, new story, your wishes and desires that are literally fulfilling themselves on autopilot. You don't even have to think. First group of people are people who had wrong software, who are constantly hustling, grinding, dog eat dog's world, comparing, horse exchange type of relationships. You gave me this, I'll give you that. You did this for me, now I owe you to do that for you, and so on and so forth. And the more you are stuck in that rat race, the more you, in a sense, hate yourself, because that was never your soul's purpose and your soul's mission. Your soul's purpose and your soul's mission was always to awaken, to embrace the challenges, pain, your demons, fears, all that which scared you to the bones, which literally felt like you're gonna die. Guess what? I almost did die, but I didn't. And the rewards and blessings I got for having, it's not appropriate to say it, I'm a woman still, but you know that part that guys have and we don't, are around and usually are used in sports. So I had huge, and I stayed strong and fearless in confronting my demons. Hell is on earth, guys. It's not some place where you go when you die. Hell or heaven are on earth. Read Dr. Bruce Lipton's book, Dr. Bruce Lipton book, Heaven. How was the name of the book? Bruce Lipton. Just a second, I forgot. Bruce Lipton. Yes, The Honeymoon Effect. Awesome book, and his genius mind, who in such a beautiful way makes it clear how it was never nothing wrong with you. You're not flawed, you're not stupid, you're not behind. It's just that you are fighting with your conscious mind. That's 5% of your power. Imagine 5%. It's like fly fighting the elephant. So fly is your conscious mind, elephant is your subconscious mind. It's before it begins game over for most who didn't do the work to become literally superhuman, who, when a previous self wants to breathe in and to remain alive, you immediately, literally, before it even occurs, recognize the pattern and laugh and say, what's enough is enough. We are no longer doing that things here. As I said, it might feel the most challenging when you are on the verge of the breakthrough. That's where previous self will try to remain and stay alive most. it will be from the ego perspective, kind of like where you're going, remain here, here is safe, here is familiar. No, let that story go. Let that story go, because you are no longer previous version of yourself. You are updated, upgraded version of yourself. You are now someone who knows how the things that are most powerful, thoughts, emotions, acting according how you think, feel, psycho-cybernetic loop. What psycho-cybernetic loop is? Based on your childhood software formed by the age of 7, you begin from a place of belief. So let's say all women are the same, all men are the same, there are no good ones left around, but you deep down inside are in a search and you want a loving relationship, soulmate, whatever it is. And if inside you this is this can be applied in any topic. So we are now just taking example of love, but it can be applied in money, success, health, joy, happiness, overall whole life success. For me, definition of whole life success is health, wealth, love, happiness, whole life success, that is. And now even more, with that being able to, and I'm on my path to it, I'm living it 95% or 90% of my time, doing what I love and living the life on my own terms. Because old identity and old version played the game wrong, and I was losing every match, thinking that something's wrong with me, that I'm not smart enough, I'm not good enough. I'll read you something that's literally eye-opening. So we were talking about love. So if you have installed a new software that all women are the same or men are the same, no matter what you do, you will, because of your belief, have thoughts that confirm. Let's say you will hear from your neighborhood story that his wife or husband cheated, and it will only reinforce that belief you have installed when you were a child. You see, all women cheat, or all men cheat, or it's not worth effort at all. So psycho-cybernetic loop. You begin with belief. All women or men are the same. You have thoughts. You have feelings about it. Those feelings produce action. Let's say you will unconsciously sabotage any new date, possible date. You will subconsciously attract only emotionally unavailable people that will reinforce and put you even more in that state of thinking, feeling, and eventually coming again to confirm that from the beginning, which is, you see, all women or men are the same. I'll marry my cat, Susie. So I'm trying to bring it here in a little funnier way, because I don't like to be too much serious. When I was too much serious, I was living in the prison of your own mind, and also in the prison of my own home, because I tend to self-isolate in order to avoid all those confirmations of my previous software and my previous belief. So I wanted to read you this, and I'll find later, I think, who the real author is. Shout out to her. It's such a beautiful and eye-opening. It says, do you take things personally? Do you isolate when you are stressed out? Do you have perfectionist attitude while you also procrastinate everything? Well, guess what? It's called wounded inner child. What's a wounded inner child? It's unresolved trauma. What exactly is unresolved? Unresolved within you. It's those feelings that are unresolved, the feelings of abandonment, rejection, and unworthiness. This has led to your wounded inner child. Your inner child is you who still, no matter what, feels abandoned, rejected, and unworthy. Why? Because of that childhood trauma. That was childhood, but why do I still feel that? And why do I still have this wounded child within me? Because you are now making that inner child abandoned, rejected, and unworthy. And that is even more painful than when you were a child, because you were clean and you literally was trying to figure things out, and you were attuned to the environment, and you were by the force and power of life more capable to override it. But now, I started speaking on my language. Because you are now making that inner child abandoned, rejected, and unworthy, those feeling of wounds are even amplified, and they even hurt more than you were a kid. So imagine the hell of a life that is. Learn how to be a loving adult to yourself now. That's first and foremost. That might feel challenging if you never felt loving adult to role model what that looks like. Maybe no adult when you were a child never told you it's okay, you're good either way. The adults may have abandoned you when you needed them the most. The adults in your life may have rejected you, especially in those times when you were sad, mad, frustrated, and impatient, as most of kids are. They also didn't have a level of emotional availability to make you feel safe and secure. They didn't know how to help you. They didn't know how to show you with example how to regulate your emotions and your nervous system. And that made you, what's even worse, addicted in a way to those kinds of highs and lows, most of time lows. And even worse, that eventually made you that you felt like something was wrong with you and that you are the problem and the reason why all of that is happening. That's why now you're taking everything personally and feel like you have to be perfect, which is causing what? Quite frankly, all that overthinking and perfectionist attitude is taking up a lot of energy. It's taking up so much energy that you now can't get anything done, so that you are now procrastinating and feeling like what? Failure. Ta-da! The most worst thing in this world, in this life, is that you are failure. I'm a failure. Fuck it. Pardon my language. I feel emotional because I've been there and done that. And I know how it feels. So trust me, I'm coming here from my heart. I speak from my heart and speak from living experience. Now, what's also painful, you are only failing yourself by failing to learn how to be a loving adult to yourself. You owe it to your little you. I love you, I love you, I love you. I will give it back all to you, no matter what we missed and didn't get from those who I forgive them. If they knew better, they would do better. Everyone is doing their best from their level of awareness. This opens you to forgiveness, and this literally makes you superhuman, super organism who, just by knowing how the things work, have more compassion for parents. You are no longer only focused on their mistakes, flaws, what they did wrong, but you literally are focused on how they had certain superpowers, and they, even without knowing, by just following that strong surviving instinct, did their best to sustain you in this world. So please forgive your parents and focus more on their superpowers, because I am more than sure that they have a few. Forgive them. Everyone is doing their best from their level of awareness, and it will perpetuate you to literally fulfillment of all your heart desires on autopilot. You you'll live and be the proof of spontaneous fulfillment of all your desires, as a reward for the awakening, as a reward for courage, as a reward for being brave to look your demons in the eye and to say, try me, bitch. So you owe to little you to love little you, to show to little you how unconditional love feels, what unconditional love is. You owe to little you how to do this. To be loving adult means you have to let go of the perfectionist attitude, first and foremost. I struggle with that still, because no kid wants to be set up for failure. While you are over there taking everything personally and wasting time with perfectionism, you should be over here taking yourself more seriously and figuring out how to be to yourself. Everything that you ever, as I like to repeat, thought is somewhere out there. No, you're searching in a wrong place. As God said when they asked him, where do you want to hide from people? He said and replied, in the only place in the entire universe where they are never looking, in their own heart. And that's also a root and definition of being alchemist. Not going out there finding metal and turning it into gold, but being aware that hard metals, hard wiring, hell is in your chamber, and you must rewrite the script, change the software, and turn the hard metal into gold. Alchemy is that. And you owe to yourself to become alchemist. There is nothing to become, just to remember. To be it now. To peel out all the layers and to declutter everything that was piling up from the day you first saw sunrise. Listen to your feelings. Don't shame yourself for the feelings that you have, because trust me, it won't be easy. There will be moments of facing parts of yourself that you couldn't even imagine could exist, but eventually it all, on its own, with the power of life, falls into place. Hold those feelings like you would hold a small child. Comfort them like you would your own child. Listen to them and give them compassion. That's what a loving adult would do. Awesome, awesome. I literally was in awe when I read this. Beautiful, beautiful. So, in essence, you are never what happened to you, as Carl Gustav Jung would said. You are what you choose to become despite of everything you went through. I can't find here the name of the woman, but I will mention her in some of next recordings, because I'm so grateful to her. She did such a beautiful explanation of how the game of life works and how we should all play it to be the beautiful ride for ourselves and all around that are involved. Have more compassion, forgive to people. Everyone who hurt you most isn't doing it because he hates you or she hates you or has something against you. It's just that that person has its own software to deal with and is completely, in most cases, unaware of what he or she is doing. Have a heart of Christ, and Christ will reward you and work through you miracles that were never even mentioned. What's impossible for humans, what's impossible for people, what's impossible for mind, for Christ is a piece of cake. What's impossible for humans is a joke for God. Have an awesome day. Whenever in doubt, choose the path of love, compassion, and understanding. In that way, you are doing your part to be part and one of those who have chosen to live from a place of knowing that we are in a friendly universe and that you're always backed up by the force of life itself. Life always, no matter what you do, where you are, or how challenging now it feels, has your back. Peace, be still, is also great thing to affirm when you are feeling the most and harder moments and pressure to give up. Never give up. See this as a confirmation that you are on the verge of a breakthrough, and when it happens, let me know, because I like to celebrate and I like all confirmations of how it was always meant to be easy, and confirmation that the biggest lie that we were fed up till the age of 7 is that it's supposed to be hard. No, It was always meant and designed to be a beautiful song, symphony, beautiful journey. Unfortunately, we got bamboozled through the conditioning and brainwashing. As long as you're here, there's time to brainwash yourself, to live on autopilot, literally ease, joy, all kinds of blessings, to be 24/7 as long as you breathe in a place of living this journey from the power that only can come from that connection and from that place where the Christ is inside you, life, source, universe, all-seeing eye. Reconnect with that place and watch what happens. Wishing you awesome day and talk to you soon.